Hey guys, welcome to Minnesota Slick's Gameplay channel. As you all know, I'm Call of Duty's official ghost hunter, and so we decided to go ahead and hop down to this old abandoned haunted house in a fucking cave. No idea where we are, but the good news is I found a fucking boat. I'm gonna go ahead and take it for a spin, so while I do that, enjoy the gameplay.
You understand, sir? Oh, okay. The MP5 at medium and short range kills at 5 bullets and 3 at short. Okay? That's without range. And
Gentlemen, Sir Slickster here, bringing you a little calm over this Fallen gameplay here. A couple days back, and the good news is I actually had the cap card going, so you guys are actually able to see, you know, I don't know, more than you would normally see in theater, up to and including the name of my custom classes, which are all fuck, and I don't know why. I think I was just angry at the game one day and decided to name my classes that. So, yeah. So that's neat, right? That's cool, huh? Are you guys psyched? Yeah, you know, decent gameplay. It takes a little bit longer than I would want it to. Um, but final score here, I don't know. Should I spoil it? It doesn't matter. You guys don't care about that shit anyway. So final score here is 18-1 on Fallen. So yeah, thought I put it up with my homeboy Blaze. So of course we had fun. We had a good time this night. It was actually pretty cool. We played all the CODs, well, from 4 forward, and inevitably, ironically, we had the most fun playing Modern Warfare 3, which I didn't think was possible. So yeah, you know. Anyway, you know, I'm gonna ask you guys for a little feedback before I get into what I want to talk about today. But here's my quandary. I I don't know what my audience is per se, so I don't know if I should be running through the gameplay and discussing tactics. One series that I had wanted to give some consideration to, but then of course Sir Golden started one, so I got to talk to Goldie first before I actually move forward with something like this. But um, with something about clutch breakdowns. So just what I was thinking, why did I do what I did, this kind of thing. Um, and this, of course, was an idea through Blaze a couple weeks back, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I guess my main concern is, do you guys care about that? Because I know the majority of you, at least from what I'm seeing, have come over from channels like Stills, channels like Goldie's. Um, and I just don't know if I have the base of you guys to have any interest in that. Especially seeing as how it's Publix, you know? This is a totally different game type. Like, it's a totally different style of play. Um, in competitive, it's not that as though players are predictable, but they do things differently than you find in pubs, you know? So, just let me know what you guys want to see. Do you guys want me to talk about the gameplay ever, or would you guys just rather me rant? You know, just let me know. I'm happy to do both. I'm happy to do one. I can't promise you that I'll never go off on a rant and talk about my life or what's going on. You know, those things are important to me, and it's kind of something I've always had in my channel, but I have absolutely no issue of going into other things. But I don't know, I just feel like the players that watch my channel are, you guys don't need tips, you know what I mean? You guys are just looking for something to do. You guys just love COD. And so you just want to hear somebody talk about it over, you know, hopefully decent gameplay to you, you know, whether it be pubs or competitive. Obviously, I wish it was competitive. I'd rather be playing competitive, you know. So, anyway, just let me know. You know, just let me know. But yeah, you know, I figure the gameplay kind of speaks for itself. You know, I figure you guys can kind of get the idea what I was thinking. I mean, to the seasoned Call of Duty veteran, the shit that I'm doing is fairly novice. I mean, obviously, it puts you in an upper echelon when it comes to Publix, but this isn't. I'm not reinventing the wheel here. You know. Um, Trust me, I get a rush when I get a good gameplay. I mean, 18-1 and anything is decent, and I have fun with it. So, I'll take it. But anyway, just let me know, guys. Just let me know. I love you guys. So today what I want to talk about though, really what kind of brought me into this is I'm really trying to get more positive vibe in my life. Like I'm just a negative guy, you know, and I don't try to be a negative guy, but I just let little things add up and it just builds and builds and builds and builds and builds, you know? So I'm trying to create more positivity. And so what I'm trying to do here today is talk about blessings, so things that I'm grateful for. Things that things that you know in my life mean a lot to me and are irreplaceable things. And I'll go ahead and start off with um, first and foremost, I'm blessed with the lady that's in my life, and I should say ladies in plural, because I kind of got a two for one deal. My girlfriend Amber, I met her a couple years ago, and she's amazing. You know what I mean? She's like a super strong woman, like really vocal, right? And I need that. I need somebody who's vocal. Um, but on top of that, she's an awesome mother, and that kind of leads me into Ella, who is, you know, I'm not Ella's biological father, but I love her like she's my own, you know, and I'm pretty lucky to have a situation like that because she's a special little girl, you know what I mean? So, you know, with the two of those girls, I mean, you know, I kind of met Amber in probably the darkest part of my life, and so it's been tough for both of us, you know, to adjust, you know. Um, but she's been amazing and incredible, and I'm super blessed, man. And you know, I had that last commentary, and I talked about bitterness and things towards other individuals, but the bottom line is if the situation in my life hadn't occurred, I wouldn't have been able to meet Amber and to share my life with both her and Ella, you know. So it just, you know, that's something to be very grateful for, and I'm very good for that, you know. And I just want to get that out there, um, you know, because I do need to start voicing more positive things. I let the negative kind of drive me, and I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and listen to Edgar Allan Poe spit poetry. You know what I'm saying? Like we have things that we want to be entertained by. So let's talk about positive things. You know. The next thing that I need to talk about is my friends. Um, my friends, man, like irreplaceable. For the first time in my life, the people that I surround myself with are people that I don't think I could ever replace. Um, yeah, I'm talking about you, Colin. I'm talking about you, Galen, and I'm talking about you, John. Um, those three fellers, man. Fucking come hell or high water, man. Those dudes have my back, and you know, I hope you guys all have people like that too. And if you don't, you'll find them. Um, having a good friend, somebody that, regardless, man, even if you don't see them every day, even if you don't talk to them every day, somebody you just know, man. Like when you call them, dude, they're gonna be happy to hear from you. Like you still connect. And I'm super blessed to have those people in my life, man. Like flat out, I'm admitting it, putting it on record. Something I've never said before in my life. I'm saying that. And so, you know, I guess I'm kind of sharing this to you to maybe give you guys, I don't know, if you guys don't have those friends, they'll come, dude. It took me a long time to make friends like that. And if you do, you already know what I'm talking about. You already know what I'm talking about. So we're just kind of sharing together, man. We're empathizing. And I felt the need to teabag this kid. I'm unsure as to why, but I just felt the desire to. It's probably because he's using explosives. So, the third thing, I am really, really grateful for my family, uh, mom, dad, brothers. Um, those, at the end of the day, we all need family, but my family's been there for me through some really thick shit, and they never turned their back on me, which we know family's supposed to do, but that's not always the case, right? Family, it's not always blood is thicker than water. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes family's the first to turn on you, and sometimes family's the last people to be there when you need them. So I've been blessed all the way to have those people in my life, my family. Yeah, dude, it's awesome. And of course, I'm sure you guys are experiencing the same thing. So again, we're just sharing, right? Now, I'm also extremely grateful to have passion, right? When I do things, I put passion behind it. I don't kind of go half-heartedly. I don't use half measures. I'm kind of an all or nothing kind of guy. Um, and it's a curse and it's a good thing at the same time. It's a curse because it's all I think about whenever I get that passion. Like, it's all I ever consider. It's all I ever think about. It's all that's on my mind 24/7. And again, it helps me because I get better at the things that I want to get better at, but it hurts me because I'm so immersed in it, you know? But at the end of the day, I'm grateful for that, you know what I mean? It's eccentric, it's a bit weird, you know? Not everybody has that, but I feel like a lot of us, guys like us, and if there's gals that are watching my videos, gals, you know, that we have that in common, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we have that in common, you know? It's not unique in this community to have that, so, you know, we'll share that together. And this part, guys, just don't mind this part. This is exactly what you don't want to do. I should have gotten aggressive, gone for the bomb immediately, but instead I don't. And yeah, blah blah blah. Doesn't matter. But yeah, so I'm grateful for that. I have a place to call my own. I've had it a number of times in the past, and I haven't had it a number of times in the past, and it's always nice to have a place where you can hang your hat and call your own, you know what I'm saying? Even if that's home for some of you guys who aren't out of your houses yet, you know, just having that. You guys will know what I'm talking about when you make the move, and because you remember your home is that, your house, your parents' house. And then eventually your parents' home won't really be like home anymore. And so you'll even further understand what I'm talking about. But again, I don't want to be condescending because I'm not assuming that everybody that I hear live with their parents. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to make sure that I'm covering all bases so nobody feels left out. Because you know, we all experience the same things just at different times. You know what I mean? So very good for that. You know, and I'm super grateful for my hat collection too, man. You know, let's get down to brass tacks, you guys. I like to collect hats, and I love my collection, dude. Every time I go to the hat store with a few extra bucks, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, fuck, man, what's really gonna fucking what's a lid that I cannot go without, you know? And sometimes there's nothing there. Sometimes I walk out empty-handed. I'm like, God, you know, nothing here strikes me. And then sometimes I walk out with 3, 4, 5 hats, dude. Like I just got this Minnesota Muskies snapback. This old ABA basketball team called the Minnesota Muskies. Dude, that shit is lights out. Okay. Like I've always been a hat kid ever since I was little, man. Like I said, I played baseball my whole life, and you couldn't find me without a hat on, dude. From time to like, there was times in my life where I just did not wear a hat, and so that's huge for me too. You know, sounds fucking random, and I know it was. I was trying to be slightly funny there, but yeah, I do, man. I really like my hats. I like them. And the last thing that I'm grateful for, it's not the last thing, but the last thing that I have time for, is the ability for me to go out and experience cool things, man. I'm grateful that I have legs to walk with. I'm grateful that I have eyes to see with, and I'm grateful that I get to go and experience really cool, neat, interesting things like haunted houses inside caves. You know, I had a guy come into my work today, and he was in because his son was recently blinded, and they were trying to figure out what kind of phone he could get that would work for him. And I just sat there and I tried to be as understanding to this guy and as compassionate as possible and work with him, work for him, you know, because what a tough situation, you know what I mean? And so I'm grateful that I get to go out and experience those things today. It might not always be that way, but you know what, for today, that's pretty sick, dude. So, you know, I just hope maybe this will help you guys reflect a little bit, man. Be positive, man. Get those vibes going, you know? Kind of reflect on what in your life really, really makes you feel good, you know? So I just want to share that with you guys today and do that over gameplay. So I hope you guys enjoyed the vid. Sorry for all the serious topics. I'm not trying to do that. Just got a lot in my mind, so I'm just trying to get it off my chest. But we'll get back to square one here eventually, guys. I'll bring it back in. We'll rein the horses in. Fear not, dude. Slicky's got your back. All right, bros. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm out. Peace.
Good work, comrades. Get ready for the next round.